Hey everybody and welcome to Pals Chat. I'm your host Gina Parker. I'm here with my co-host Ashley Jones.
Heyo.
Ashley, what have you been into?
Well, I just started watching Wonder Man on Disney. It's a very meta story. Basically, the story of this sort of up and coming actor who is trying to get the main part in a revival of a superhero movie that he liked as a kid in the 70s. But it's placed in a world where there are people with powers, and he signed a basically he claims that he doesn't have powers, but he does. So that's the premise, and I've only watched one episode, but it's very intriguing.
No, that sounds really good.
Yeah, it's on Disney.
Mm,
So it's
I-
it's very meta because it's like you're watching a Disney Marvel superhero show about a guy who's essentially auditioning to be on a Disney Marvel superhero show.
mhm.
So it's very meta. Anyway, what about you?
I am rewatching Elementary, which is
Mm,
just a procedural show, but the procedural twist, I guess, is that it's like Sherlock Holmes and Watson is played by Lucy Liu. So that's what the
mm,
show is. And it was like a CBS procedural for many years, but
mm,
I'm just rewatching that right now for my comfort.
mm. Yeah, I've never been a comfort rewatcher. It's never been my thing, but hey, if that helps you, that's wonderful.
All right, so we're talking about the last week of 1986 and then the beginning of January 1987. And we'll start with Tad because he leaves Pine Valley during this time. And
Wow.
basically, Sky breaks up his marriage by like doing some over the top scheme to get Hillary to catch him with her when he thinks his marriage is over. And Adam says, "Hey, you could have a big future in this town if you only date my daughter." And Tad's like, "Yeah, for that reason I am out." But Adams threatens to blackball him, so he has to leave town to find work.
Hmm.
You ended that deal as badly as I did.
You're right. You're absolutely right. And I did it. It's the same way I destroyed Tom's job, his business, his dreams. I'll tell you something. Right now, I feel sick about it. Because of you, I don't feel like there's much of me left that means anything.
Because you haven't had a win, kid. You need a deal to work on. You need a challenge.
No. I will not end up like you. I am not going to live my life like that. I'll tell you something. My father may be a doctor in a one-horse town, but when he walks down the street, people look at him with respect. He means something. He matters. Tell you what, Mr. Chandler, you can't hurt me anymore. I've got nothing left to lose. You can't bribe me. You can't threaten me. So my advice to you is to go out and find yourself another lackey, another eager, naive jerk.
You are a jerk, you know that? I gave you every
You didn't give
opportunity.
me one damn thing. What you did was use me. And use me. And use me. And the amazing thing is I let you all along. I went right along with it. Well, that's what's so sad about it. Goodbye, Mr. Chandler.
It's some of the best acting I've ever seen out of Tad.
Yeah, and it's good because he takes accountability. Like, yeah, I could have backed out at certain points, but I didn't, but I'm not going to do it anymore. So it's a very,
Hmm.
very good moral victory for Tad to finally say,
Yeah.
enough's enough.
And
And
is this the closure of his character, or
I don't want to
without
spoil anything.
spoil anything? But if it is the closure of his character, it's a very full circle moment for that character.
All right, so that's where we leave old Tad. He leaves town. after saying his goodbyes to some folks. Around Christmas, Erica reunites with her drug-doing brother Mark, and he agrees to turn himself in for the murder Jeremy was falsely accused of. A murder he committed in self-defense that Matt witnessed, but didn't come forward on. So Mark turns himself in, and they say, "We have no proof you killed him in self-defense, so we have to send you to prison." Erica finally realizes Matt might know something. She pressures him to confess. He does. He agrees to go to the police after Mark's been in jail for a while and admits that the murder was in self-defense. But Mark was given drugs in jail, so he does not get clean. And as soon as he is released from jail, he starts taking money from work to buy more drugs. So, not quite the happy ending for Mark, and Matt is still a scumbag.
Still a scumbag.
Cliff and Nina are still madly in love and happy, which is nice for them. They've had some happy weeks. But then Cliff gets a job offer in Hong Kong, so they decide to move to Hong Kong. So that's what's going on with Cliff and Nina. So Palmer proposes to Daisy. His proposal keeps getting interrupted, but she finally tells him that while they were apart, she met someone else and she's going to be with that person. So sorry, Palmer, but she's moving on with her life. Mona tries to get Erica and Jeremy back together, but it doesn't work out. Erica's not ready to make nice with him. Natalie admits to Palmer that she's been spying on him from Adam. She only admits the truth once Ross gets her on security cameras. So she's been caught and Palmer confronts her. And so she's like, "I've been working for Adam to spy on you." And she's still worried about facing Adam's retribution. So she's not so happy. Brooke tries to make things work with Tom. And Tom lashes out at Brooke for not believing him, which is hilarious because we have the catchphrase, "Tom doesn't believe women." But Tom and Brooke are done, and Brooke starts taking an interest in Jeff, who is Erica's ex. So she's dated Erica's ex-husband, Jeff. She dated Erica's brother, Mark, after Erica dated him, not knowing it was her brother. And Tom, she was married to after Erica was married to him. So they have a lot of men in common.
Oh, there you are.
Daddy, I don't believe you.
What?
Picking up some woman the first second you get to Paris?
Hillary!
No, don't even try to lie to me about it because I know the truth.
My dear child, what on earth are you talking
Oh,
about?
Aunt Phoebe saw you. Yes, that's right. She flew all the way here on the Concorde to surprise you. And now she's probably on the next plane back.
But this is ridiculous. I have done nothing wrong.
Here, read this. It's a good thing I came back to cash a traveler's check, or that probably would still be sitting in the mailbox.
I was foolish and naive to think that Paris could bring Langley and me together. Your sweet, encouraging, carrying on with a... Oh, no, she misunderstood the whole thing.
Misunderstood? I'm sure Aunt Phoebe saw what she saw.
But, my dear, the woman in question was selling me perfume for Phoebe. Look, here, you can see for yourself. It came from the perfumery downstairs. Oh.
Wait a minute. How'd you know Aunt Phoebe was here?
Because I heard you talking to her on the telephone. It wasn't very difficult to figure out what you were up to. Why do you suppose I would let you out of my sight alone in Paris so easily? I wanted it to be that way.
Oh.
Look at the room, flowers, champagne on the way up.
Oh.
I wanted it to be my own surprise.
Daddy, I am so sorry. I had no idea.
Look, there's the champagne now.
All right.
Yes, come in, come in.
Come in. Here. I hope your wife will enjoy it.
What room is Mrs. Wallingford in? Mrs. Phoebe Wallingford. I've got to tell her. I've got to explain it to her.
Well, I'm sorry, monsieur. Madame Wallingford has checked out.
What?
I carried her bags down to the taxi myself.
When? Where did she go?
Well, a few moments ago, she said she was getting the Concorde home.
Run downstairs and get a taxi. I've got to go to the airport. Here. Vite.
Oui, monsieur.
Oui.
Okay, Daddy, I'll go with you.
No, you stay here in case she calls from the airport before she takes off. I've got to go. Here. Here. You stay here. I'm going to the airport.
All right,
in
Daddy,
second.
hurry. Good luck.
Oh, my Lord, what is going to happen?
All right, well, the other thing that happens is Matt goes on a date with Robin, and Matt, as you remember, sucks. So
Yeah, he sucks.
he gets mad at Robin for not putting out on the date. So they have a very nice date, and then she's like not ready to sleep with him at the end. And Myrtle's like, he'll probably respect you even more. He does not want to go out with her again. He also sold Erica back her house, but only on the condition she continued to let him live there, which is not a thing I think you can put into selling a house.
No.
But Erica agrees because she's desperate for a place for her and Mark to live, and Matt's super pissed because he was hoping that, like, close proximity, they'd fall into bed, but Erica's like, no, it's my house I'm moving my brother into. So he's super mad about that. Years ago, Jesse cheated on Angie with Yvonne. She had an abusive boyfriend, Wesley Snipes. And then they fell into bed together while he was with Angie. And Yvonne's back in town saying, I need a place to crash. I'm pregnant and in trouble. And Jesse's like, this is a super bad idea, but I'll let you stay at the camera shop for one single night because you're pregnant and you have nowhere else to go. And he doesn't tell Angie. But then Angie walks in when Yvonne is like, Jesse, you gotta help me, you gotta help me. Hands all over him. So Angie knows now that Yvonne is back in town.
Winners and losers. We got this. I gotta say the winner on this one is Tad. I really appreciated that he owned all his stuff and he was very like thoughtful and, decided that leaving Pine Valley was what he needed to do to be a better person. I gotta give loser to Matt. Matt's just a scuzz bucket. He's just really, not doing any of the right things. What about you?
I agree with that. And let's see. Well, I know my loser, if Matt's already taken as loser, is gonna be Mark because he spent time in prison for a self-defense murder and he's back on drugs, which isn't great. Cliff and Nina are super happy right now, so I'll give it to Cliff and Nina. They're our winners of the week. All right, please like, subscribe, comment, buy our merch.
Buy our merch.
Support us on Patreon. I think that's it for this week. Well,
Bye.
thank you for listening. Our theme song is Wouldn't It Be Nice by Sound Mirage featuring Lady Rand. Please rate and review, download, subscribe, all the things. And you can email us at amcrewatch@gmail.com. Thanks. Talk to you next week.